right now is the most dominant 147 pounder that they got. He done beat everybody in the division that he can. He's steady stepping on top of everything that he could throughout injuries, throughout tragic situations. Look at Errol Spence Jr.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So we've already heard that Crawford and Errol Spence are in negotiations. Crawford's trainer, Bo Mack, he just recently did an interview, and he was asked who Crawford's next opponent is, and he said it's either going to be Errol Spence or Alexis Rocha, which is his number one contender because Virgil Ortiz, he gave up the number one spot when the WBO's president offered him a fight against Crawford, and Ortiz recently turned it down. He turned it down on 2 different occasions. So that made Alexis Rocha the number one contender for Crawford. Now, Errol Spence, who hasn't said anything about fighting anyone ever since the rumors surfaced that he was going to fight Keith Thurman, for the very first time, he gives a little bit of a hint of who his next opponent will be. Someone asked him on Twitter, or someone tells him to announce his next fight. He says no. And then after that, he says, I don't apologize for the inactivity. Hopefully it'll make sense in a few weeks. Now, the natural assumption would be he has to be talking about either Crawford or someone just as big as Crawford as an opponent. You're not going to say, hopefully it'll all make sense, and then fight Keith Thurman at 154, because that was something that was already talked about for quite some time. It wouldn't be a surprise. It wouldn't be a huge announcement. Errol Spence sounds the exact same way Stephen Fulton sounded when Stephen Fulton was being extremely tight-lipped. He didn't want to reveal that he was in negotiations with Inoue. A lot of people thought that he was ducking Inoue and he was going to do this and do that, but he was secretly in negotiations with Inoue, and he kept dropping hints. He kept saying, man, I want to tell you guys so much, but I just can't say nothing right now. And this is exactly what it sounds like Errol Spence is saying right now. Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, they have a reputation of always going after the best opponents. Errol Spence, fresh off of an injury, a car accident, fights against Danny Garcia. Errol Spence, coming off of the eye surgery, fights against Yordenis Ugas. My point is, when Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, when they see all of the biggest fights being made this year, right? Fulton versus Inoue, Devin Haney versus Lomachenko, Gervonta versus Ryan Garcia. And then with Davis versus Garcia, you had 2 fighters that were on different sides of the street. And I think that's the reason why Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, they're going to do everything they can to deliver this fight to the public. Let's see if we get a surprise announcement in the next couple of weeks. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes,
Fever blisters, diabetic ulcers,
this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elo Key Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodekey.com.
like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram.
One of the most anticipated dog breedings has finally been confirmed. The pups from this pairing of Zeta and DMX will be born very soon. We are now accepting deposits. Our pups will come with ears cropped and a 2-year health guarantee. Get ahead of the pack on purchasing a puppy by contacting NWA Cane Corsos on Instagram at NWA Cane Corsos. Call or text 479-326-1603 with any questions. A guard dog is your first line of defense. These will be the right pups for the job.
Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, Visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.